So in Garry's mod, we've taken quite a look at a few weather mods, but this one is definitely going to be in the contender for the one with the most weather types. I'm talking everything from light snow, or screw it, why not a firestorm? All that and more is going to be in today's video. Let's go over the first tier of weathers. First up, we have heavy snow. This is going to be exactly like how it sounds. Everything is going to get a lot more wintry. Really cool that it even changes the ground texture to snow. That is honestly super awesome. And hear this. Even the sound makes sense for snow. Now, I mean, obviously that could be dirt, but it could also be snow as well. We get the wind effects, we get the screen effects. It's pretty cool stuff. Next up, we have the ash storm. Something that I'm sure people who are close to volcanoes probably can relate to. I wouldn't know. I don't even know what an ash storm is. Is this like what happens after like nuclear fallout? Is this nuclear ash? All right, the more that I talk about ash storms, the more I realize how depressing they could be. You can't see much. Now guys, there's a lot of weathers. I mean, look at this. Look at all these weathers. So we're gonna go pretty quick. Quarter-sized hail. Love that sound. And then we could see if we do look up, small pieces of ice falling down. Now, oddly enough, we're not getting as much cloud action this time around, but look at this. You can even see the hail bouncing off of the ground. That is pretty cool stuff. We have light rain. Now, the cool thing about this mod, guys, is you could put this in pretty much anything. Like, even with a clear blue sky, it automatically does its own effects, so it works on pretty much any map. Partly cloudy. You can see it's already kind of partly cloudy, but this makes it even more so partly cloudy. Light wind. Now you're also going to notice in the top left corner, we have a little tab up there. It's going to be small, but hopefully when you guys use the mod, you can see it better. It's going to give you details like wind direction, wind speed, all that stuff. These things are going to change as you put in more weather. For instance, right now, the wind is pretty much 0. But if we add light wind, now we can see the wind is going up, and we're at 12, 13 kilometers per hour. Not too shabby. Next up, we have cloudy. So just to show you guys, this is cloudy, and this is normal. Quite a big difference. All right, I'm really excited for this. Aurora Borealis. It even turns the map into nighttime for you, so you get the best viewing experience. This is sick. This is really cool. Now, the brushes don't update properly, so it does look kind of strange, but the ground textures definitely do. Oh, now this is awesome. It feels like I'm playing on a different map, but you could make any map look like this. Next up, we have sunny. Even more sunny. To show you guys what it looks like, there's not a cloud in the sky. Let's go ahead and remove it. I mean, it changes the skybox. I mean, that's the only way that I could properly explain how all of this is going on right now. We have sleet. So this is going to be kind of like a mixture of rain and snow. We can see that the wind speed has definitely gone up. The temperature has gone quite a bit down, and it's not looking so good. Next up, we have night. Really cool. And goddamn, are they sticking to their words, because it is really night. Like, I can't even see all the way to the end of the map because it gets so dark. But that moon, that looks beautiful. And look at that. It's even in front of the moving skybox in the background. That is really cool to give it like almost some depth, I guess. This mod is honestly amazing me. We have heavy fog. Now you can have that Silent Hill vibe in any map. And yes, guys, I'm sorry, I had to say it. Anytime you see fog or mist or anything like that, you gotta mention Silent Hill, it's a rule. And we have drought. Oof. Oh, that is so amazing. So these plants kind of work well in more of an arid environment too. And then we have the craggy, dried out ground. We even have some sandy volumetric effects like this fog over here. We can see how it really goes out into the horizon. And we even have some tumbleweeds. No, wait, this is the best mod ever. I did not think this mod was going to be that great. To whoever suggested this, thank you so much. Moving on to tier 2, we have heavy snow. We're going to have a lot more snow on the ground. It's going to be a lot harder to see. And if we look up to the left, we can see the wind is at 25 kilometers per hour. We're at -7 degrees Celsius. That is not looking good. This is going to be me in like 2 weeks. The ash storm. Oh yes. Now it's a storm. Wait, hold on a second. We're taking damage right now. Okay. We're going to get rid of that. Next up, we have the tropical storm. See, it's raining. And in terms of other effects, a lot of humidity, pretty typical, 30 degrees Celsius. Not too much wind. You know what? This isn't too bad. This is like a light drizzle. 45 kilometers per hour. All right, that light drizzle has turned into pretty severe rain. Okay, the wind's going up again. 71. 72. Oh my god, does it just progressively get worse? What did I just turn on? We're also at 95% humidity. It's honestly kind of getting hard to even hear my own voice due to the white sound. Alright, now it's going down. So it looks like it will fluctuate, which means we even have, oh yeah, it is lighter. We even have dynamic weather effects. Wow. Cold, freeze. Oh, that temperature's getting real low. Negative 30 Celsius pretty much is where we're at. And you know what? Not much else. We got some light flakes of snow. Ooh, that cold, dead quiet. I know that sound all too well. Other than that, there's really not too much to this. Except for it being cold as hell. Golf ball sized hail. Oh, wait, can these hurt us? Oh god. I could feel my insurance go up already. This is definitely not what you would want in a weather situation. I almost felt like we were getting stuck on the hail, but to my knowledge, wait. Are we actually running into pieces of hail? Like right here. Ow! Okay, the hail can actually hit you. If you're running through this enough, there are physical props that are dropping occasionally that can hit you, and you can take a small amount of damage. That is so cool. Wow. Oh, I ran over one right there. I could feel it. Heat wave. Oh, I would rather have this than a snowstorm any day. We can see the temperature is definitely going up. 36 degrees Celsius. That is not cold, guys. I'm a Fahrenheit dude, and even I can tell you that that is not a good temperature to be at. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea if that's cold or hot or not. But judging by the bloom, oh yeah, it's looking pretty toasty. Heavy rain. Right off the bat with 100% humidity, 44 kilometers per hour wind. This is not the kind of storm you'd want to be in. No other effects outside of that from what I can see. The rain could get heavier, but I'm not going to bet on it. Gale force wind. Oh my god, that number is just going up and up, and I can hear the wind. Oh, does it actually move us? That would be so cool if it does. So it looks like it ranges from 30 kilometers per hour to 60. So it does have a variance, depending on when the mod decides to, well, want to go for that kind of weather. But mostly it's just sound. Haboob. I don't know what a haboob is, but I love the name. What in the world am I witnessing? Is that a sandstorm? Oh my god. Oh, the way that came in is so cool. And all I can say is I'm glad I'm not Anakin Skywalker right now. Cold front. Goodbye sand. Hello cold. 27 degrees. Oh. There is some stuff happening. The sky's getting slightly overcast. There's a very faint fog. Oh, and now it's raining. What the? What just happened? I didn't click anything. It just started raining all of a sudden. It is 14 degrees Celsius. Pretty high winds. Got some lightning. Tier 3. Blizzard. This is probably going to be one of the more intense of the cold weathers, I would presume. We can see it is definitely cold, -6. Really hard to see. Lots of snow, lots of wind. Acid rain. Why? Now we're starting to get into that weird territory, which is kind of what I was excited for. So, yeah, acid rain. Apparently this can happen on Venus, but don't quote me, I've never been there. Alright, there's not really much going on in acid rain, so I thought we were going to get hurt, apparently not. Baseball-sized hail. Oh god, that is a lot of hail. What is the terminal velocity of baseball-sized hail? Is that enough to kill someone? Alright, well, there are pieces falling. Eventually, one should hit us. And again, you can see the physical pieces right here. You can even hit them. The chance of one of those falling on your head is probably not that high. I mean, we're getting pretty close here. Extreme heavy rain. Oh my god. I thought we were done. We are not done. Can we go above 100% humidity? I don't think it matters. 81 kilometers per hour? I would never want to be caught dead in this because chances are I would be. Severe wind. Oh god, this is the kind of wind that will move you. I'm being pushed right now. I'm not moving. Oh wow, this is kind of scary. 101 kilometers per hour. So if you ever wanted a nice nudge, this might be the weather for you. Category 1 hurricane. This is going to have rain, wind, and every other horrible thing that can happen in a hurricane. Although, oddly enough... Oh, there we go. Weather's rising. Speed's going up. Now, this is a Category 1. We can't expect it to be too crazy. We do have more categories to show up later in the video. Other than that, looks like a fairly mild rainstorm. Tier 4. Now, before we go on to Tier 4, there is some MISC options. We have a weather monitor, which is going to tell you exactly which weather you have going on. We also have lava bomb. You can also edit the wind. If you don't like the way the wind is now, simply edit these properties. We can make the speed go all the way up. Oh yeah. This is totally not lethal. And then you can also add some lightning storms or lightning bolts, you know, to make your weather a little more Zeus-like. Next up, we have hurricane wind. Definitely going to be some of the strongest winds we've seen. We are being pushed very far. 142 kilometers per hour. Oh yeah, we could make some pretty good distance and break a leg or two. Next up, we have Derico, or Dereco, whatever that means. I don't know what this is. That is scary wind speed. What in the world is this? Okay, it's finally hitting. We have 170 kilometers per hour, some shaking. Oh god, some crazy ass rain. Some scary clouds, and I don't know what this is, but I would never want to be caught in this. Grapefruit-sized hail. Oh yeah, we're just getting bigger. Surely this could kill someone if hit in the right way, I assume. Although wind resistance probably would help you, especially since there's probably going to be a decent amount of wind when there's this kind of hail falling. Yeah guys, we really did get lucky with that first one, because I am not getting hit with any of these hail pieces. But by the way, amazing job on the sound design. We have Category 2 Hurricane. It's going to be just like the first one, but even scarier. Now, just like the first one, it does take a bit to kind of get going, but I really want to see what happens when it really does get going. Okay, we got 40 kilometer per hour winds, so it looks like the hurricanes are the most dynamic of all the storms. They can start out small. I imagine they get pretty crazy. But why mess with that when we can mess with a Category 3 hurricane? Alright, so for time's sake, I went ahead and sped time up. I want to see what happens when this really does develop. Alright, there we go. We're at 145. That is much more like a Category 3 to me. Although I can only imagine it's going to get even crazier. Nope. In fact, it completely goes away. What? Oh, it's back. Downburst. I don't know what a downburst is, but it looks like a pretty gnarly looking rainstorm. I thought it was going to be more than what we got, and it definitely is. This is pretty much like the most gnarly rainstorm you've ever seen. And we have the radiation storm. Oh yes, it's rain but green, and it'll peel your skin off your bones. Now the cool thing about this is that we even get lightning, and the lightning looks pretty good in this pack. I'm honestly impressed. Next up, we have major hurricane wind. We can see even the wind numbers are starting to get red, because even that is afraid of what is about to come. And we can see if we're even slightly in the air, you will be launched all the way to the edges of the map. On to Tier 5, guys. We're getting close to the end. We have a Category 4 hurricane. Alright, we're at 40. I know this can do a lot more than that. There we go. Yep. This is more like it. So between the categories of the hurricanes, in this mod at least, they're not all that crazy. Like 40, 50 kilometer per hour wind difference is pretty much it. More rain, more wind sounds. Next up, we have an Arctic blast. Oh my god, it's like a hurricane but for snow. We have negative 45 degrees Celsius. Now it's 46. Okay, the wind about as strong as a Category 3 hurricane. Alright. This is probably one of the most dangerous storms that we've seen. Unfathomable wind. That's the name. And it is red. We're at 400. Is that 400? It says error. I don't even know what it says. If we go ahead and die, let's just go ahead and check this out. Okay. Oh my god. Yep, this is unplayable. And we have a firestorm. Now this is what I can get behind. 88 degrees Celsius. Those are rookie numbers. Go live in Texas or Arizona and you'll be fine. Next up, we have a Category 5 hurricane. I believe the highest number that you can get on that scale. Let's go ahead and crank this up to speed 3 so that we don't waste any time. I mean, surely the numbers can't be that much crazier than a category 4, right? And here we go. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and go back to normal time. We're at 200 kilometers per hour almost. Wow. Yeah, I can't see anything either, so a lot more of that fog. We have the Permian extinction. Yeah. Relive those amazing events from history. We have, that happening. Everywhere. Constantly taking fire damage. It looks like hell has arisen. Oh my god. This is definitely not a fun place to be right now. But also really quick, I gotta say I love the red craggy floor. Now the grass is starting to look a little out of place. But yeah, needless to say, you're not going to live long on this kind of weather. Next up, we have pyroclastic flow. I don't even know what that means, man. Is this like an eruption of some sorts? I'm feeling some shakiness. We got some ash falling from the sky. Man, this... Oh my god. This is definitely the strongest winds we've seen so far. Oh, that's just my death coming to get me. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I'm dead. The wind killed me. It smacked me into the barrier of the wall. In no clip. And last up, guys, I had to save it for y'all. The vacuum of space. Because why not? It is cold. No sound. Because sound needs to have a medium to travel to, like air. We're dying because we're suffocating. We're dying faster because we're suffocating even more. And eventually we're gonna die. But you know what? At least we have this beautiful view to look at. Look at that. Yep. That is the best weather in the game right there. So whether you like light rain and you want some good ambience, or if you want to relive the Permian extinction event, we got all that and more in this amazing mod. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you want. All the mods in this video will be in the description. I want to thank everyone who suggested this. If you want to suggest something, check out my Discord. Use code Necros94 to save 20% off your next G Fuel order. I'll see you guys in the next video. Try not to die from falling meteorites, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, farewell.